Buttons isn't here tonight. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. More along the lines of Buttons has family stuff. Buttons lives multiple states away from family. It's understandable. Let's see here. Hey, we're streaming, I think.
Maybe. I mean, yes, but...
So, anyway. Welcome, if you're here. If you're not, you missed out. Fun times. VTM tonight, yeah?
Vampire Night. Sir. I love that Saturday is now Vampire Night because I'm off on Sundays.
Yeah.
Time to embrace our inner kindred.
Yes. And tonight is more special than most. Mainly for the simple fact of we get to go deal with Banu Hakim.
Oh boy.
Do we have to?
Yeah, technically speaking. So last week we did a bunch of talking, we did a bunch of planning. Not a whole lot exciting happened. And by exciting, I mean like action, quote unquote, but it's fine.
But it was also much that went down.
Yes, you should go back and watch it if you haven't. You should stay here if you're here, but just watch it. So, you want to just jump right into it, or we got other things that we need to discuss beforehand?
Discussing, no. General announcements, go to our link tree, get your 10% off for Dice Legion, get some dice, find us on social media, you'll get our announcements of when we're actually streaming and reminders that we're streaming. Check out our website, you'll get a calendar of when we're streaming what and what's uploading when.
Yes, and that is totalpartykrit.com, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Krit with a K,
yes,
like our name.
Yes, with a K. So I know that was real quick, announcements and business stuff. But it was one of those things that, yeah, that was weird. Anyway, we are gonna just kind of jump right into it. So first things first, rouse checks, please.
Fast.
Fail. I'm at 300 now.
I passed.
Didn't quite catch that, right?
I passed.
Okay. Give me just a second. I've got an issue with my monitor that I can quickly fix.
Your camera tilted down if you didn't mean to do that.
Like I said, quickly fixed.
Okay.
Yeah. Apologize about that. So we've got one fail. What's that bring you to?
3, good sir.
Okay, cool. And then 2 more passes. And Shiloh, I will roll for Shiloh, actually. Shiloh fails. Just to keep continuity. I'll let Buttons know later. So, you wake up, and as per typical, night in Atlanta. There is normal hustle and bustle, cars. You all wake up to messages, whether it be an email, whether it be a text message, whether it be whatever it is, from a certain Emporo Cronin saying, "We're all set up. He'll be here about midnight." You also get a message from Donte saying, "My two will also be there. Just make sure we don't necessarily kill him, but put him away for a while."
Above the table thing. Are we actually expecting to fight him or something, or are we just going there to make sure he gets in the cemetery?
That is to be determined, really.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So, that being said, what does everybody want to do for the first couple hours of the night?
Stephen will stop at Walmart, grab a little extra wood, cover a few more stakes just in case.
Okay. How about Beth?
Beth will think long and hard of whether or not they want to actually call somebody, get a little snack, because of how things have been revealed to her in the past couple games.
Okay. And then finally, Tory. What is Tory doing?
Tori's still with Samal, right?
Yes. Woke up in Samal's haven.
Yes.
By the time that you get out is when all of the things come back to you.
I assume there's not much service down there.
No.
Maybe not tonight, but she would ask him if he wants to help her get some new lab equipment at some point soon.
You did the previous night.
Oh, we got lab equipment?
No, I'm saying you asked him, and he said
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he led Tory through the tunnels then? So she knows some secret tunnels?
Yes, his particular way out is the way he took.
Okay. Cool.
It actually took you out just outside of downtown.
Okay.
In the sprawl.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Oddly, close to where you guys got attacked.
That makes a lot more sense now. She would go back and check on the dogs, make sure everything's okay, call Alan the Thin Blood to make sure he can watch the dogs tonight, or text him, whatever.
Yeah, he's actually already there.
Okay, cool. Guess it's just a nightly thing now.
Yeah, he physically checks on you.
Okay. I don't know what she would do other than be anxious about how the night's going to happen.
Okay. So all of you, I assume, meet up a little bit beforehand.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Text out. Who needs a ride?
You know what? Tory would probably head over to Beth's garage to see how the whole thing with Gramps is going, because she didn't hear him much otherwise, other than the panicked message.
Actually, as a matter of fact, about the time that Beth sends that out, Tory shows up, as does Gramps.
We
Well,
meet each
hello,
other at the
everybody.
door.
He comes walking in. He's like, "All right, so I've given a little bit of thought. If this is a good time, if it's not a good time, I can come back. It might take a minute because there's some paperwork, technically speaking. Yeah.
Well,
Hi.
Hi. How long again do we have, Tori, before we have to be over there? An hour? Half hour.
I don't know, like an hour or two, I think.
Okay. I have an hour or two. So can we fit your thing in an hour or two there, Gramps?
Probably not. I will wait around for you till you get back. How about that? I'll just go take a nap upstairs if that's fine by you.
Yeah, that's fine. Use the bed.
All right. I'll do that. I haven't slept in about 36 hours. About ready to crash.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't need much sleep anymore, do you?
That happens.
No, it's weird. It's really weird. Feel really good though.
You look better than last time I saw you.
Yeah, no. I actually went to the doctor today and they did scans because it was like they said that it stopped progressing, which is good. So
Good.
they're gonna do another
Wonderful.
round and maybe I'll actually beat this thing. Who knows?
Fingers crossed, Gramps. Fingers crossed.
I'm not going to call you that. What's your name?
George.
Hi, George.
And you are Tory,
Tory.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that it was still working properly. The other one, Shiloh, and then the bald guy is Steve?
Steve or Steven. He
Okay.
introduces himself as both.
Okay. Want to make sure
I
that I
call
got
him
everything.
Stevie.
Beth, you call a
Yeah.
lot of people names they don't give you.
I know. I like to rename people.
Yeah.
It's fine. Anyway, yeah, I'll be here. Go take care of whatever business you need to take care of. If you need some help, I don't know if I can, but I'm willing to try.
Good to know, Gramps. Good to know. I will let you know if we need you.
Okay, I'll just keep my phone on really loud, I guess.
Okay.
Then he heads upstairs and like shuts the door.
Well, things seem to be
Gramps is
okay here.
You see, he's becoming a nice silver fox, isn't he?
Sure.
Sure? You don't know that term?
I know the term.
Just making sure. Yeah, so we had another talk with Shiloh, and that seemed to work a lot better.
I'm glad. You seem to
Yeah.
be having a lot of issues the other night.
Well, see, I'm not a teacher. I definitely am not a teacher. So whenever I was trying to learn the things that you taught me, I got them all muddled and backwards.
I know, I was there for the conversation. I was
Yeah,
letting
you
you do
were.
your own thing.
Yeah. Next time, maybe not. Let me do my own thing.
Everyone deserves to make their own mistakes and learn from them.
Yeah. I'm sure this is gonna be just lovely. But it's working out fine so far, so.
Do you know if he told anyone?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You're muted.
Sorry. I don't think so. That was one of the things I covered whenever he was here with you, whenever you were around. And then Shiloh reiterated that, and he was like, okay. I don't think he did. I don't know. So, the masquerade is broken.
Tory will go upstairs and follow after George. That was his name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so we got George and George. The two Georges of the garage.
G&G garage. She'll go upstairs after him real fast, and if he's not already asleep,
I just need to make sure of this fact that you have not told anyone what happened to you, right?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Okay.
Shiloh was very clear of don't do that.
Right, I just know that happened a couple days after your initial turning into a ghoul, so...
Right.
You didn't tell anyone prior to that, yeah?
No.
Okay.
My son did come around and ask me if I was dyeing my hair. I just said yes.
Okay. Good choice. Have a good sleep.
I absolutely will, thank you. You have a good night, I guess?
It's gonna be a rough night, I'm sure.
Sorry to hear that.
And she'll go back downstairs.
Okay. So yeah, Steven, you receive said text message from Beth. You all discussed the whole Shiloh not going due to the whole, salubri thing. So yeah, it's just gonna be you three tonight. So does Steven get elected to get picked up by Beth or no?
Yes, he does.
Okay. About what time do you show up?
If Tory's ready to go now, we'll just head over and get Steven now. That way we can be ready and go to the graveyard.
I don't have anything else I need, I think.
Okay. So yeah, you head over to Steven. Steven's house. And then you head over to the cemetery. You are met at the front gate by Amp himself, actually.
Dressed in normal attire or still his bright clothing?
No, his very more normal attire. The wannabe goth, emo, whatever the hell it is. Attire that would be fitting for him, I guess.
Amp.
Hi. How are you this wonderful evening?
If we could be tired, I would be tired, but I'm not.
I feel that deeply.
Yeah. Been working on getting this all set up and getting answers like what you had asked for.
Yeah, you've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
You good?
Simply, yeah. It's weird. I can get an approximate location. I can't get a specific location. My means of spying apparently has some sort of warding going on to get in there. So, or not necessarily warding, but
I'm not very surprised.
Yeah.
Still, some idea is better than no idea.
Yeah, I will show that to you if we all survive, because if we don't, then it doesn't really matter, does it?
So optimistic of you.
We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. No,
it's probably won't be. He's probably very old.
Yeah, I am.
That'd be great.
I assume he's not going to go willingly, so.
Yeah. So, I don't know if we told you the rumor. Did you hear the rumor that's bringing him here?
No, not particularly.
Yeah. He thinks there's a white here.
Oh, good. So a wraith will work. My friend, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, that or one of us goes and pretends.
Yeah. If you're scared of actual ghosts, I apologize.
I have no idea. Guess we'll curse that bitch when I come to it.
Yeah. They know that all of you are with me, so
I'm glad.
just don't. If you see one, don't freak out. They won't hurt you, probably.
Good to
I say
know.
probably
So-
because they're. Yeah.
As long as they don't, jump out from behind a tree or something, I should be fine.
They're
No,
probably
they
more
just
likely to
rise out of the
phase
ground.
through it.
Yeah. So yeah, just follow me. We'll kind of get ready, and I'll show you what my plan is, at least.
Okay.
Donte said there'd be more of you. Yeah.
Yeah, there's supposed to be, I think, 2 others coming. I don't know where they are.
And he said a Nosferatu and a La Sombra.
Yes.
Good. One of those 2 might help. The other one, maybe not.
Can we look around and see if we see them?
Do any of you have Sense Unseen?
I do.
I do not.
If
I
you would
hate
like to
senses.
use that, then we can do that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see them.
Can I smell them?
Not from the distance that they're at right now.
Not because the amp right beside you that smells like grave dirt.
What am I rolling?
Auspex and awareness.
Hey, freshly dug dirt's a good smell.
It's just very strong.
I'm willing that all Tory can smell is amp
3
right now.
successes.
That'd be a no. You cannot see them. I rolled quite well. So, Amp kind of leads you through the cemetery to an above ground tomb. It's windowless. It has a solid stone door. One of those old slide across. It does have wheels on the bottom, so you can't actually move it. But it is very, very heavy, obviously. Lead you inside, and you see a chair in there with a small TV. By small, I mean small, flat screen. It's not too old. There is a generator, and there is a satellite dish. Looks like you could put it outside and watch TV if you wanted to.
Living in style, I see.
Yeah, it works for me.
To each their own.
Yeah. Anyway, and he kind of proceeds inside, and he opens up the sarcophagus. What it is in there, and he hauls out what looks to be a fairly well used coffin. There's no body in there anymore. However, it smells musty. Let's put it that way. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I figure if we can make him just get in there voluntarily and then seal it, the chances of him going voluntarily are slim to none.
I was going to say, how are we going to manage that one? Just ask him?
No idea.
Hey,
I was
I'm all
hoping
just laying there?
Shiloh would show up, but I understand. She's got something else to do.
Yes.
And I was hoping that one of you has something to compel somebody to do actions. I don't believe any of you do, though.
No. I do not.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I can make people be drawn to me, but that's not really helpful in this situation, I don't think.
yeah.
You don't want him drawn to you, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So let's hope that when the La Sombra comes and pulls up, they have that ability. No, they're typically not of that proclivity. So
I might be able to help quell his beast a little bit, but we'll see. Depends.
yeah, if we need that, cool. If we don't, better.
I mean, that's obviously ideal, but
Yeah. So let's see how this goes. And he kind of drags it out in front of the mausoleum, tomb, whatever it is. And he's like, and there is a freshly dug grave not too far away that we can re-dig. They left their little mini excavator. We can just dig down a couple feet and like bury this one. It'll hold them for a couple days at the very least. Probably longer than that, but you know,
okay.
it's very like old school.
We have some stakes.
Or
We just want to like tap that in.
I mean, technically speaking, that should work. Unless he's one of those that like dies from it. Those are pretty few and far between.
I don't know.
We can take that chance. I mean, I'm willing to.
Yeah,
worst case
there's
scenario,
no
worst case scenario, we end up killing him, which it's unfortunate. But if it suits our means, it is what it is. I mean,
there's no way to tell until you do it, and they're dead, and not, just sleeping and wide awake.
I see Kindred 101 has taken quite well with you recently.
Yeah. See, some of the stuff is sticking. Don't ask me to teach somebody else. It's not going to work very well, as we have seen.
Before we get to this, is anybody hungry? Does anybody need to eat?
Beth just looks away.
Beth?
What?
Beth?
I mean, a little bit, but I'm having some issues wanting to feed right now, which is a problem, I know.
What's your problem? What is so bad that you are refusing to feed?
Well,
Do you know what happens when you don't feed?
I kill someone.
A lot more can go wrong than that.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I like getting people consent to feed, and with the 101 lessons you guys have been giving me, I realized I may not have had full consent, which is kind of a problem for me. A little bit.
Well,
You are a monster.
Good
You
news.
just have to learn to deal with it.
and good news. I got juice boxes. You don't need consent for them.
I have to. Ugh, cold dead blood.
Mind if I take one of
No problem
those?
with it. Yeah, no, absolutely. And he goes over and like reaches back into that same sarcophagus and like pulls a couple bags out. They're 1 day, 1 day old, so they're still fine for most people.
Thank you.
Hands one to Beth and is like, "Look, just one, okay? Not gonna ask you to eat more than one. Just one."
Okay. This is like
Yes.
drinking piss warm beer whenever I was mortal. Ooh, okay. Doing it.
Just slam it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make a smoothie for you. You want me to make one of those?
What's in the smoothie? I'm just curious now.
I've got liver in there. I've got a hand mixer. It's kind of weird, like a manual hand mixer.
Oh,
It works.
That's how. Okay. I wondered.
Yeah, I don't think I need organs. Thank you, though. That's very kind of you to share. I'll just take my juice box and chug it down.
Okay. Figured I'd offer.
It's appreciated.
I'm good.
He looks at Tory and
Still good from yesterday.
okay. So yeah. Let's hope that we can get this taken care of relatively quickly, because yeah, I don't want to mess with him.
Can Tory text Donte, like, we're here, where are your people?
You text him and about actually. Do you still have heightened senses on?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have turned that off yet. Actually, do I need to make a rouse check for that one? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
Still smell or hearing? Or anything else?
It would be smell. Mostly it would be smell.
Okay. So I need everybody to give me a wits and awareness, please.
So I'm at 2 hunger now with thanks to the juice box.
Yes.
Correct. I just want to make sure I update my stuff. So I roll the correct dice.
2 successes.
Wits and awareness, correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
12 successes.
5?
Yep.
Good lord, man. Okay.
3 for Beth.
Okay. So all of you hear a pa-ding come from outside of the mausoleum.
Whip around to look.
Yeah, and Beth and Steven also hear, son of a bitch. Again, you don't see anything though.
Somebody's upset that they couldn't sneak in.
Tory will head in that direction.
It's around the side of the mausoleum. Easily gotten into view. I assume that you have walked over at this point and have looked, and Tory doesn't see anybody. Specifically.
She'll just grumble, roll her eyes, and like reach her hands out like, I swear to God, I hate this.
Go ahead.
Time to use Sensing Unseen again.
Okay. Again, all specs and awareness, please.
3 successes.
3 successes. Steven still has a bit of a difficult time locating anybody over there. I rolled 4. So. Tory. Roll me 4 dice. They don't have to be like blood dice or anything specific. It's just purely a luck thing. See if you run into them.
1 success.
How many?
1.
No, you are like going down the wall, and you don't see anything. However, you do kind of look over and you see a person walking through the graveyard or the cemetery. They are in a pantsuit. It is a woman.
Okay.
And they kind of get closer and like, I assume one of you is Tory? Yes?
That would be me.
Oh, good. I'm in the right place then. And she holds her hand out and she's like, Hilda.
Shake her hand.
And she kind of looks between Steven and Amp and just like, I assume you're Steven, yes? And points at Steven.
Yes. Any off chance that you sent your friend in first?
Oh, yes. And she just kind of looks around and says, you're stupid. Come out. And right about that time, a Nosferatu ripples, and he's standing between Steven and Tory. He's like, "Oh, hi."
Hi.
Alright.
In my defense, gotta make sure you're the right people for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do I look like someone named
Um,
Amal?
No, but theoretically, could be some weird mortals. Look,
Yeah,
you
there's a
can't
lot of
tell
mortals.
unless you look inside of the face or inside of their mouth. Okay, at least I can't. I can't smell people.
Just like bare fangs at him, like, "Ah."
Yeah, see, like if you did that, then you'd be fine. But anyway, Sven. It's an old family name. Don't ask.
I wasn't going to. Hello, Sven.
And he just kind of looks at Hilda and he's like, "All right, so everybody's here. What? I just heard we were here to help be some muscle. What exactly
boy.
muscle do you need?"
What has Donte told you? Just that
Show up
muscle?
here. Yeah, show up here, move stuff around when needed.
Oh boy. Just stay with us.
Sounds good.
She will turn to the Lasombra.
What can you do? I've worked with Lasombra before.
Yep. Hold on just a second. Give me an intelligence and history. Tory specifically.
Academics or occult? I don't see a history.
Yeah, that's right. Give me just straight up intelligence then.
Success and a skull.
Fun. Doesn't matter for this particular one. She kind of looks at you and is like, "Oh, you should know. We've worked together before. It's been a while, but we have."
We have.
Not familiar to her then?
Yes.
It's been a while, sorry.
It's fine. A lot of things have happened, and you disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
Caused a big scene, big deal though.
Yeah. Do I have to worry?
No.
Okay.
Self-preservation is more important than old ties.
Agreed.
Anyway, I know what you can do. Given backgrounds, you should have an idea of what I can do. I worked with Small and the warrior casts, so
Okay.
I assume these two said one is a Malkavian, so can stand in a corner and see pretty colors. And the Bruja is strong.
Fairly strong.
Actually, it's Steven's the one that's been doing a lot of the heavy hitting. The Malkavian. Oddly enough.
Oh, good. Useful Malkavian then.
Very.
No offense to your. Yeah.
I work at a butcher shop. I've gotten quite good at stabbing people. Somehow.
Oh, good. Good. Hopefully we won't need you to do that. But if we do, I feel better. And Am's like, yeah, I'm here too. I can. Well, yeah.
What can you do, Amp?
Talk to dead people.
That's it?
I know there's more. It's just that's the main thing.
Okay.
I've never been in a fight though, so.
Oh boy, stay back, please.
In my defense, growing up rich, you don't really usually have that problem in school.
Yeah, I did not know that feeling at all.
Anyway, Sam's like, yeah, I'll help where I can, but And the Nosferatu's like, yeah, and I can shoot people.
Okay, that's good to know. How's your aim?
Yeah. Well, at one point I was a sniper.
Okay, so I'm not worried about being hit then.
No, small arms maybe. The rifle that I've got planted somewhere. Don't worry about it. We should be fine.
Please don't hit me.
No, unless if I seriously miss, which I don't usually. We should be fine.
Because I'm up close and personal when I fight. Gangrel.
Yeah, just
use the claws.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. I'd be more worried about hitting old Lanky over here.
Yeah, just be a good shot, I guess.
Yeah. Just I'll be any points off into a direction. I'll be over there. Just don't stand on that side of them.
Noted.
Okay. Since that's taken care of, I'm gonna. And he just kind of poofs away again.
That's so annoying when they do that.
And his defense, he's ugly. It's better than not having to deal with it.
Seen worse. Doesn't bother me.
Yes. Rumor is, Nosferatu named Red is much worse.
Yeah, I've spotted him several times.
Oh, fun. Anyway, and he or she kind of goes up to Amp and is like, "Tell me the plan," and he kind of goes with her as well, as all of you kind of get set up wherever it is that you want to. Is there anywhere specific that any of you would like to be?
So one of the wraiths are going to be pretending to be the white to draw them all in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they will try, at least. Worst case scenario, Maul's probably gonna just chase them because they're not supposed to be here.
Right. Okay. So there's only one way in, right around here?
There is about a dozen ways in. However, all of them except for one is locked. So unless if the Maul breaks open a lock, it's one way in.
So we're trying to funnel him to one area. I'm assuming that's where the rumors are going to be leading him. Anyway.
Yes.
So the mausoleum is within sight of it?
Yes.
Okay.
The rumors actually specifically put the mausoleum is where the white hangs out.
Okay. Behind it?
Okay. Give me a dexterity and stealth. So I assume that everybody's going to actually try to be hiding.
Yes.
That would be best.
Can I finally use my stealth specialty against Kindred?
Yes.
7 dice, by
All
the way.
fails.
4 successes.
Okay.
So, I have 3 regulars, 1 black critical, and 1 critical with fangs.
Okay.
Or 1
So
blood success with fangs.
yep. So for this, the messy critical does actually imply something. What is your compulsion? Specifically?
Feral impulses. I
Okay.
progress to a less intelligent. I take a 3 dice penalty on intelligence, which will leave me with 1 at that point, by the way. And then arguments are quote unquote Beth settled with teeth and claws.
Sure. What can go wrong here?
Yeah!
So that gives you 6 successes, yes?
Yeah.
Total, technically speaking? Okay.
Yep.
And then Steven got 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then 10, 3, and average out to be about 3 for the entire group. Amp is taking your advice, and he is hanging out inside the mausoleum with the doors closed right now. So he is not going to be rolling his worst stats. He would have 2 dice. So I will go ahead and roll for Mr. Amal. Oh, great. That's fun. I have 7 dice.
What could go wrong here, guys?
So technically speaking, you beat what he rolled. So he comes walking in, and he comes walking up the main drive, the way that you guys came in. And about that time, a wraith actually comes out of the back of the mausoleum. You see it kind of shift form into what looks like just an extremely feral kindred. It still has a bit of the ghostly form and all that fun stuff. However, a mist kind of settles over, light fog, to lightly obscure things. And at that point, the wraith comes walking out from behind the mausoleum. And kind of quote unquote walks about 15 feet away. Kind of turns, looks like it locks eyes with something. Gives just like a horrendous scream and just bolts off. Everybody give me a wits and awareness, please.
That tracks. Just 1.
3 successes.
2 successes and 1 bestial failure.
Okay. Not going to worry about that so much right now. Steven, you hear just a very light, like, quick footsteps through hard ground, basically. Very light taps. And about 5 to 10 seconds later, you just see Amal take off running. He's got one hand out, and it looks like it's in a sharpened fashion. He is honed in on this wraith, though. What would you all like to do?
Tail him from a distance.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's what I was
that.
just gonna say. Wait and see how close they get to the mausoleum.
Let me see if he sees you now. He runs about 20 more feet and kind of slides to a stop and kind of turns around and just kind of locks eyes with all of you. Granted, he has never talked that you know of.
Right. Uh-huh.
He's just standing there staring at you.
Slowly searches. Go swarm him? Like, try to push him towards the location still? I don't know what we're doing.
I'm guessing because we were trying to sneak Tori's in like a half crouched position, and she'll just give this like savage grin.
Steven's going to point towards the direction that the Wraith went to see if he can try to convince him that we're helping him out.
Okay.
He's not deaf, by the way.
Yeah. He's not deaf. He's just apparently mute. Give me a manipulation and subterfuge, please.
Okay, his worst stats.
I know the feeling.
2 successes.
Okay. He kind of gives a nod and kind of like ushers you to follow him.
We're following.
Okay. He
Or at least
moves
Tory
slowly.
is.
He moves slowly between the headstones. And eventually you actually see the freshly dug grave with the mini excavator. In the general area that you guys are. He kind of stops and he sniffs a little bit and he kind of looks around for any sign of what should be a white to him. And he kind of turns and he like takes his fingers together and he splits them apart. Points at he'd point at Beth and be like, you, me, basically. And then Steven and Tory point at you two and kind of direct you off into a different area.
I don't know if I want to do Unswayable Mind right now, or Rapid Reflex this.
Is
But
Beth
it's more
making
helpful
it?
in this situation.
Is Beth making any indications that she wants to go with him?
She'll shrug and take a step towards him, and then look at the others. We're continuing on. But if they don't stop her, I guess she'll follow, not knowing. I mean, best course of action here.
Do we want to just attack him now?
Stephen will suggest that they do separate a little bit, but still make sure that they're within distance of Beth and the Banu.
Okay. So Beth, you wander off a little bit, staying within relatively close distance of Steven and Tory, and all kind of wanders off a ways, leaving again Steven and Tory alone. From not too far away, you hear a very faint whisper of the La Sombra. Just tell me when you need me.
Tori will start like fidgeting and like looking uncomfortable with what she's wearing. Not going to take anything off quite yet.
So what is it that you two are doing?
How far away is Amal?
Right now, probably about 30 feet. Give or take 10 yards.
Tory will look at where she heard the whisper from, and then to Steven, be like, now or no?
I guess now.
That's for me. And you just hear now. And then just a PAH rings out.
Yeah, I should have did rapid reflexes when I had the chance.
Funny fact about that. He has rapid reflexes as well. For reasons. And he will take that hit. Amal gets hit in the back. It's kind of a glancing blow, though. All things considered. He kind of spins around, kind of looks at you, Beth, and kind of motions to get down. What is everybody else doing?
I think it's time.
Okay. So
Make my way towards him.
So Tory, we're gonna go ahead and kick this off right fancy. Exactly what are you doing?
She's got to get close to him. I don't even know. We're hoping to not attack. Where the hell did this weight go? I'm assuming it's not anywhere that we can see it.
No, it disappeared.
But we're near the coffin, yeah?
Near the gravesite that you're going to be burying the coffin, yes.
Oh, the coffin's not here.
No. Maybe showing up very shortly.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get close to him and then try to surprise him by, like, grabbing him with protean weapon, just, like, digging in.
Okay. Give me... Like, you run up to him and kind of lay down. Like, try to lay down on top of him. And do all that.
Yeah. Browse check for protean.
Yes. If it requires one. I don't have that on hand.
Fail.
Oh, fun.
That's 2.
Go ahead. Yep. Give me a strength and brawl, please.
Can I add the protean thing since I'm trying to contain him with the claws, or no? Or is it just strength?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Cool. Hang on. Okay. I'm so glad I have this statted out. All 8 dice.
What you got?
Well, this is a fun one. 2 crits, a skull, and a success with fangs.
Okay. So, you're already under a compulsion.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing exactly what the compulsion says that you should be doing. Solving issues with claws and fangs.
Yep.
And you did manage to beat his roll.
Oh, good. I was gonna reroll if I needed to.
Yep. Even with his unnaturally quick reflexes as you like pounce on him, he barely gets started to roll over as you just kind of grab him like, no. And you hold him there. Steven, it is your turn.
How exactly is Tory holding him?
Kind of not directly on top, kind of more off to the side, but she's like holding him down by his shoulders, face down right now.
Would it be able to stake him from that angle?
Yes.
Guess we'll be doing that.
Okay. That is a strength and melee.
Three successes and one failure.
Okay. You drive it into his back, and you hear a couple bones break. You're not sure if it's in the right spot, especially since he's still moving. However, you do stick it into him. The Lasombra comes through and kind of looks at it. Oh, that's what we're doing. And she kind of smacks it with the end of. She's got just a rather small sword, technically a sword. So let me see if she can help. Oh, that's fun. She goes to swipe and she completely misses everything. It like bounces off of Tory. She's like, oh, sorry.
Don't.
So at this point, Amal kind of looks over his shoulders and kind of looks back over his other shoulder and kind of nods. All right. It is a total of 6. Oh, that's gonna suck. Something happens. Tory would recognize what's going on. Ooh, that's not good. So he kind of looks back over the shoulder and looks at the Lasombra. And you can see him like trying to say something, which no auditory, obviously, until the very end, and then you just see the Lasombra kind of like crumple and start fading away into ash. Tory, if you would like to roll an intelligence and occult, you're the only one that would actually know what the heck it is.
Am I still suffering my penalty?
Yes, technically speaking.
Okay.
I'm tempted to give you another one though, given stuff.
Yeah, come on, don't make her Beth
Whatever you
level
want to do.
intelligent.
Tory is right now. I got 4 dice.
All right, so what'd you roll?
2 successes.
Okay. Given a certain background, you have seen this before. That is blood sorcery 102, basically. Not necessarily 101, but 102, and that is Extinguish Vitae. At which point he will also try to kind of roll out of your grasp. I would like you to roll me a strength and athletics.
With bonuses or just straight strength and athletic?
Strength and athletics, specifically.
Four.
Okay, as he like starts to try to roll and thrash, you keep hold. You're dug in pretty good. at this point, you can see an earpiece kind of fall out of the quickly deteriorating Lasombra, and it's like, I can't see him. What's going on? Out of the earpiece. Going back to Tory, what exactly would you like to do?
Hearing that, she'll quickly jab her head towards Steven to the device. I think I'm gonna try. So I've locked up. Like, he can see me, yeah? His face is turned?
If he looks over his other shoulder, he can see you, yes.
Can she push her weight down onto him with one arm and, like, turn his head so he's forced to look at her?
Give me strength and brawl. This one will not get the protein bonus.
Right. Sucks because I only get 4 dice for that. Jesus. 1 success, 1 messy. I'm not messy, 1 bestial.
Okay. You will fail.
Okay.
Unless if you want to re-roll any of those dice. Because I believe it's just 1 that you can re-roll, right?
Yeah. I had a success on it.
Oh, so you're at 3 hunger.
What?
You're currently at 3 hunger?
I'm at 2 hunger.
Or 2?
I'm at 2 hunger, but I only had 4 dice, but I couldn't re-roll any of that.
Yeah.
Or, like, re-rolling 1, which I don't know if it would have done anything.
It might. Would you like to re-roll?
Yeah, I get... The black one was technically a crit, and that was the only one that I succeeded. Yeah, I guess. Let's do it. Okay, that was a success.
So you got 2 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you, like, grab the back of his head and kind of force it around, and he's staring at you now. You are muted.
Well, the beast. I failed, so I am at 3 hunger. That's cool. This is gonna be great.
It is... Composure call for me? Yes.
So mine is charisma and animalism versus stamina and resolve. A success against a vampire. They do not score messy criticals. Prevents blood surges. And it lasts a number of turns equal to the win margin on the contest. I just don't want him to, like, be able to surge.
Okay.
Let's see. What was it? Where's my name?
What did you get?
3.
You will win that contest.
Oh, okay. She will just... Her eyes will bleed red, and she'll just growl at him as the beast surges forward.
Yeah. So yeah. That happens. Next up, I believe, was Beth. We'll say Beth.
Okay, we'll see me. Okay, she was still crouched down last time we saw her. So she's gonna look around at the others. Tory is scary as hell right now. Like, I'm just gonna go check on Amp. Maybe I can help drag that sarcophagus better. You guys seem to have this handled. So I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, so you go running off into the fog. And Amp's actually not that far away. He is having a bit of a hard time dragging it, but you kind of grab the other side and you start carrying it back. And you get back before the end of the round. Let's put it that way. Steven.
I'm going to assume that Tory was suggesting that I grab the the earpiece and let the Nos know that the Sombra's down?
You can make it what's an insight to know exactly what she was trying to say.
Three successes?
Yeah, no. Whatever Tory was trying to actually say, which I assume was exactly that, is what you get.
So I assume I'll be doing that?
If that's what you want to do. He does have a stake hanging out of his back.
Well, I can always try to punch that in further first.
Okay. If you're going to try to like smack it in by hand, give me a strength and brawl, please.
Four successes.
All right. With 4 successes, you hear a kind of gross crack as it pokes out the front of him. Seems to have met its mark. Beth, you come walking up as Amal stops moving. And he kind of stops moving for a second, and then he kind of thrashes around a little bit and stops moving again. And Tory, give me a wits and awareness, please.
So the feral impulses specifies manipulation or intelligence, but are you going to dock me any for this?
No, not this one. It's you're close enough and listening to something.
Wits and awareness?
Yes, please.
Jeez. Another bestial and 1 success.
Would you like to re-roll any of your black dice?
Sure. Hey! Actually, 4, because the red one that I succeeded on was a crit, and I rolled a crit on the black.
Okay, so 4 total successes.
Yes.
After the 3rd time he thrashes, his body starts deteriorating quickly.
Oh shit.
His mouth moves, and you catch a very, very faint SEMD as he just kind of goes into dust. His bones crumble away, and you are left with a pile of Amal and a steak.
I don't think this was the plan. But okay, guys. Good job. I don't know.
Steven's gonna stare for a second, grab the earpiece and let the Nos know what's going on.
The Nos comes back and is like, I don't even know what. Let me call Donte, I guess. And you can like hear the phone. He's like, yeah, we got an issue. You should probably come out here. Got a couple issues actually, but one big issue. Yeah. 15 minutes? Okay. We'll keep the gate open for you. Your bike. That's not good. I'd say stay safe, but okay, bye. and comes back over the earpiece. Yeah, 15 minutes if he's not happy. At this point, Amp kind of looks down and sees the two piles of used to be kindred. It's like, what the hell happened? I can't fix that.
Your Wraith took off and we had no idea where he went.
Yeah, that was me that told him to do that.
How coherent is Tory now?
At this point, you are kind of calming down. Then you're coming back to like, oh, that just happened.
Wonderful.
So this is not a good job. This is not
Do
ideal.
you think this is a good job?
I don't know. We wanted him gone and dealt with.
We wanted
Gone and
him
dealt with.
in torpor.
Well,
Can she stalk
Right,
over and pick up
but-
the sword that the Lysandra dropped?
Yep. It is just a very short sword. It's about 18 inches long.
Does it look old?
Very, very
like
light.
one of Samal's?
Not quite. This one's straight rather than with a slight curve on it.
But similar,
It is
like
double-sided.
age and all of that stuff?
Um,
Or at least, basically, would she need to take it, or should she take it back to him? That she's aware of.
you mean intelligence and academics?
Three.
It's not nearly as old as his. This one was probably made in the 70s, if you had to guess.
Okay.
Given slight oxidation here and there and polishing and yeah.
Well, okay, but I wasn't sure because it's a Lysandра's if she should take it or not.
You mean intelligence and etiquette? I know it's weird. Just go with it. How'd you get? You are.
That's the best steel failure.
That's it.
it's like the sixth one tonight.
Yeah, no. Again, this one, I could make you have the penalty for it, but it doesn't fit. So,
Sure. Sure.
you have absolutely no idea, though.
Okay, she's just gonna grab it then.
Anyway. The Nos comes walking through the fog that is now beginning to dissipate. Kind of looks at Tory and is like, wow, shit, good job, I guess.
We didn't want this to
not-
happen.
Yeah, I was about to say not necessarily good job, but you know. At least he's dealt with. I'm sure that's not what you wanted, but
Yeah.
not going to be a thorny inside no more.
he's still wet.
Yeah, I saw what he did to the Lysandra. I figured I'd just try to stake him real quick and get him to stop moving, but he's
Yeah, what
definitely
exactly-
never.
What did he do?
What do you mean?
Just out of curiosity.
What do
like-
you mean?
How did that happen?
The
At
dying?
points.
The final
Yeah.
death? A stake?
Yeah. No. The other one.
Oh, yeah, that was some blood sorcery.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah,
Well, I'm happy that we picked.
he ripped the vitae out of her.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Well, good news. Only one of us.
Yeah,
So that felt great.
it is not a pleasant experience.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave. Dante's coming and he's pissed off.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Good night.
At this point, Amp has disappeared and he comes back with the trash bag and a broom and a dustpan. And he's like, I don't know how to clean this up, so...
Fork it over.
Wait. Keep them separate and put them in bags, please.
Yeah, no, I brought two, and he pulls another bag out of his back pocket.
I'll take them.
I feel like...
That's okay.
Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna, like, dispose of them properly, like bury them or whatever, keeping them separate would probably be good.
Well, at least a little bit more respectful.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the La Sombra. Are they gonna want these, or...
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I will be talking to my friend. So just... I'll take them if you don't mind.
Okay, sounds good. We can do that. Right on cue, you hear this sports bike come pulling up. And he is hauling it. You see him kind of go through the gate. You see him kind of slam on his brakes, and he kind of skids to a stop. Donte gets off the bike, puts the thing down, comes rolling over, or running over as fast as he can. He's like, what? Shit, that's not good.
Yeah, no, not good at all.
What happened? Like, I'm mad, but
I had him
I
pinned.
feel like this was a mistake.
I had him pinned. And we used a stake.
Okay.
So while Tory goes take care of whatever she just ran off to take care of, I'll take over. So yeah. Tory had him pinned, and then Steven saved him, but it didn't go all the way through. And then the La Sombra lady was trying to stab him with a sword or something. I don't know. I missed a little bit of that part. And then the Maul started looking, like turned his head, even though he was pinned, and started looking around. And even though he wasn't talking, he was kind of like moving his mouth like he was talking. And then Tory said he did blood sorcery to the La Sombra lady, pulled the vitae out of her, and she turned to ash. And then Steven finished taking him, Maul, and then Maul turned to ash. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. Apparently that's not a good job, but at least he's dealt with. Yeah.
Okay. That's... You steak bait. Got it.
Yeah, too bad there's no warning signs for that one.
Yeah. Who do we want to blame this on? Because I'm not taking it. And I'm not going to give it to you guys either.
Yeah, this is a great question. Do we know of any enemies he may have had? Anyone that would chase him down?
Not really. I mean, he's a Banu, so pretty much anybody that doesn't like, which is everybody. Anybody that doesn't like Banu Hakim. I mean, we could say it was an old Sabat splinter cell, because we have a La Sombra here, and if Does she have any like possessions that we can leave?
There was the sword that she had. Tory was holding it whenever he just ran off. But yeah, maybe we could just, pin it on those two. Maybe reasonable. I don't know. And his dying breath, could he have done the blood sorcery? I don't know how all that magic stuff works.
Not really. Typically, it takes a minute to like have that ready to go. Good, you're back. That said something about a sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I told Donte everything that happened, and he doesn't want to take the blame for this. He doesn't want us to take the blame for this. So he suggested that maybe the La Sombra lady could blame for this since she's already dead. And we could frame her for it by leaving the sword or something, I think. You still have the sword in your hand, right?
I do. I mean, that would be the smartest option here.
Yeah, I was gonna blame it on an old Sabat Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
personally.
You definitely was Sabat.
We've got the sword. Like, I don't want to implicate anybody here. That's the main thing.
Yeah, so, I would rather not be blamed for this.
Yeah.
Especially since you just got power. Now became Baron.
How about, and this is, I'm just spitballing here. We call Barney. Bring him over. He can be trusted, knowing this particular secret. Figure out what he thinks is best. Because Amal's not one of those that would just kind of up and leave an assignment. And I'm still not 100% sure that the reason why I was here is to do what they said to do.
There's got to be something else.
I'm sure.
Without her phone.
Did you? He doesn't talk.
He did you actually?
Wait,
right
what?
Before he died.
Yeah, actually died. What did he say then?
Sounded like somebody.
Somebody?
Somebody.
It's weird. Okay. I don't even know what the hell it is.
Would Tory know that name?
Intelligence and occult. Please. Steven. Give me the same roll.
So, should I call Barney now, or do you guys need a minute? Beth is just holding her phone.
Yeah, go ahead and give him a call. Get him over here.
Bring, Barney, get over here. Grave here. Yeah, that's right. See you in, what? 15. 20?
Half an hour.
Okay. Half an hour? Gosh darn it, Barney.
3 successes and another fucking bestial failure. But I can reroll 2 dice.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, so you both get the same bit of information. It's supposed to be an old voodoo thing that he does something with Loa. You don't really know a whole lot beyond that.
Would rerolling 2 dice help?
Potentially. Did either one of those crit? Just out of curiosity.
I do have one crit.
Okay. Yeah. You don't need it, but it would help. If you can get one of those two to crit. Or re-rolling those two.
I got a single success.
Okay, so you got a total of 4?
1, 2, 3.
5?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. You've been around long enough that you know the old... where Hakata came from. And you know that used to be a bloodline. Don't know if it's an actual thing, but they called it a bloodline. You're muted yet again.
Potentially very not good for us.
How much so?
Well, she'll turn to Amp. You're Hakata, I know you're Giovanni. Do you know anything about the, Samedi? Used to be a bloodline. Or is.
Nope, not at all. You forget it in a couple years of this.
Right, well, I don't know how much you know. I don't like to assume things. They... relatively general. Same concepts. But, different area of the world. But they had a bloodline. Which means they had an elder.
Fun!
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I'm not one of them, so...
I know you're not. But, she'll turn to Donte. I was shown something recently that makes me highly concerned now.
I'm scared to ask.
It's what I told you guys, well, what I told all the barons. From Cyril.
Oh, the thing on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's related, but... that's not good.
I mean... theoretically, it could be.
It could be.
I personally don't want to find out.
Someone may have already, so I don't know what choice we have.
But my next question is, why the hell would Cyril have that?
I mean, if she was Sabat, that would make a pretty solid reason.
Yeah, but didn't he say that he's not Cam, he's not Sabat no more? Like,
some of those teachings are hard to shake off. If he found it, I don't know.
Yeah, we got an issue here. Best I can say is just hang out, wait for Barney, figure out how to cover this shit up, and then...
Are you sure Barney isn't going to say anything? Because he seems to be just as close to the other barons as he is you. Because he's hiding stuff for them, too.
Yeah, but he hides stuff for everybody.
Right.
Unless if you got something really good, he's not going to give you nothing that's worth anything. Like,
Okay.
figuring out who exactly the leak was, that took a bit of doing. So, yeah.
And of course, he's gonna keep this
Which
secret
leak?
for a
Carissa's
price.
leak?
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, that took a bit of doing.
Oh, that was Barney that found that one out?
Well, his little hacker friend. Franny, I think her name is.
So you knew that
Sounds
even
right.
before we told you?
Yeah, did a whole, wiretap on all the barons. It's got one on YouTube, but I mean... expect that.
Why do you think I don't use the phone much?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't care. Go ahead. Listen to my phone conversations. I'm not going to discuss nothing over the phone. I'll just tell you where I'm at. Good luck getting there by the time I get there. So yeah, let's at least get this sort of cleaned up. I mean, worst case scenario, we gotta throw it somewhere. Which
I figure Stephen was already taking care of that while everyone was talking.
yeah, and he kind of helps clean up, and within the half hour, Barney comes over and is like, "Oh boy, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Banu and what's that one?
What's on, bro?
Oh, good. It's not the special one that you're attached to, right?
No. I mean, I knew her, but no.
Yeah, okay, well, that one, it's hard to track, so I don't know where he's at. Doesn't use electronics.
Can't.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole Sombra thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, how to...
Yep.
Yeah.
The feeling of the evening.
Come on, Barney. We trust you. We know you have a plan for us.
I have her sword. She was Sabat.
So he's going to actually at this point take a phone out of his pocket and start like texting somebody. So just give me like 10 minutes. And he kind of walks off a little bit, comes back over and he's like, all right, so Red's going to be here with some special equipment. Gonna do all of the staging. We've got somebody to wipe his mind. It's fine.
Got someone to what?
Like wipe his memory. It's fine. Red likes to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. It's gonna show up, give me the equipment. We can do the staging from there. Yeah. It's fun. So yeah. Here's the story. It was the Sabat. It was an old splitter cell, and they staked him as it shows. I've got an old like special carved Sabat thing that has like the black hand on the top. It's really, really cool stuff.
How did you get that?
I found it. At least that's what I'm gonna say. I took it from somebody. Okay. Anyway, and then we're gonna leave the sword. We're gonna leave the other body. And we're just gonna kind of walk away. Never happened to us. And Amp, you gotta find a new graveyard. Sorry, bud. And Amp kind of looks kind of sad about that. So fine, I guess. Has anybody got a van I can borrow? Donte kind of laughs. Yeah, I do.
We'll find you somewhere, Amp.
You? That van needs work. Thing. I will fix it. Please let me fix it.
No. First off, it's Blaze. Secondly, it's actually his woman's van. So, no, we're not going to fix it.
Why don't we want to fix it? Oh, okay.
We don't like her. But the children. Okay, whatever. Fine.
Just go with it.
I'm going with it.
Beth, they're not consenting.
Yeah, thanks.
So, yeah. Red shows up, kind of drops stuff off. He's like, oh, hey, by the way, you need to go to this address. I got something else for you.
Hi, Red.
He's like, all right, sure, I'll be right there, boss. And he kind of drives off. Turns back around. You guys set up the scene.
How many times have you done it to him? Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah, we don't really have brain damage. It's a fun thing.
If you say so, I wonder about that for myself sometimes.
It won't fix what already happened to you.
Yeah, okay.
That's true.
I mean, that's very possible. In Immortal, they had. We're not going to touch on that anymore. But bye.
Damn it. Anyway, so you guys set the scene up, and Barney does a fan-frickin-tastic job to make it look forensically like it would be exactly that. Even a trained professional might have a hard time discerning that it was actually a staged scene. At which point, Donte kind of looks at all of you. He's like, all right, all y'all leave. I'll call this in to the rest of the Barons. Tory, you don't know anything about this, yes?
Nope. I'm a really bad liar, though, so I really hope they don't ask me.
Oh, no, it'll just be over text message.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody calls, just decline their call. Send them back a text message saying F you, whatever.
Basically what they would expect.
Yeah. So, yeah, stay safe.
You too.
It's a weird
You
night.
too.
Yeah, this is already a weird night.
That's an understatement.
And you see him pull out his phone and start, like, figuring out how to type out this message.
How are you going to say you found out this? I mean, because this is opposite of your domain, pretty much.
Blaze found it.
Okay.
It's running an errand for me. Found it.
Good luck.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
So, yeah. I assume everybody vacates the area.
Yes.
Blaze
Mm-hmm.
Blaze shows up with the van about the time that you guys vacate the area and loads all of his stuff in. And you all leave, not together, but at the same time. Especially since Amp literally just had a chair, TV, and a dish, and a generator. About 5 minutes later, Tory, you get the text message of, hey, Amal's out of commission. It's found staked in whatever cemetery it is. My ghoul Blaze found it. Looks like a Sabat thing. Johnny texts back of, oh no! And it's like the gift. Oh no. Carissa texts back, that's quite unfortunate. We'll figure out some way, somebody else to finish the job. And then Vic doesn't. However he reads it. Because he's got read receipts on.
Tory message back. Well, that's not good.
You also get a picture of both of them, or both the bodies. with like the steak and all that fun stuff. And Chris is like, I'll be there in about an hour. Don't wait for me. I'll clean it up. And then Johnny sends a gif of somebody sweeping. Vic at this point says, do you need help? Carissa, no, it's fine.
Tory will message, do you need me there for anything?
Chris is like, no, it's quite alright. We've got it taken care of. Take care of your other dealings. So where does the Coterie go at this point?
I'm assuming Beth is just driving around. Do you guys just want to go back to the bar? Do you want to go back to my place? Well, Gramps is waiting for me. Maybe not. Back to the bar. Drive around.
Can. I don't... We need to make it look like we're doing something tonight.
We could go around and check on our houses and the site where Shiloh wants to put her clinic. You know, just to kind of check in.
Who has Spank's number?
Cocia, I'm sorry, Beth does, but she also gave it to Tory.
Yes, that's right, I do. I forgot, I apologize.
Beth, right about this time,
Spanx also has Tory's emergency number, by the way.
Yep. You get a message saying, hey, I need help. Specifically, Beth does.
And I'm sure with Bluetooth that plays over the speakers, well, it looks like Spanky Boy needs some help.
Guess we figured out our alibi tonight.
Guess so. Beth will do the voice man stuff. Be like, fine, where are you?
He just sends you a pin.
What are we doing? And Beth will reroute to said pin.
I messed up. I need help.
Okay, I'm sure you'll give us the details whenever we get there then.
Oh boy, isn't that the feeling of the night?
So Beth shows up. Looks like an old row house. People that actually live there. One particular townhome in this row house. Looks like all of the windows have been spray painted black. And you're like, I bet you it's that one.
Yep. I'm thinking our Spanky Boy lives there.
Good
or
question.
is hiding there.
Are we all there or just Beth?
You guys are all in the car.
Okay, just making sure.
Knock, knock.
Cracks the door just a little bit and says, oh, good, you're here. And Spanx opens the door and looks past you and says, oh, you brought friends. Shit.
Yeah, well, they were with me, and Bluetooth, they heard the message. So, surprise, you get 3-for-1 deal.
I don't know what to do. I need help.
Calm down. What's the problem?
Just come inside.
Okay.
And he kind of like pulls Beth inside. I assume that Tory and Steven join shortly. You walk into what you assume to be the living room, which this place is actually immaculately clean. It's a little bit run down, but it's immaculately clean. There is currently a person on the couch that is having quite labored breathing. They're white as a ghost. And he just
You
kinda,
got a little extra hungry, didn't you?
yeah, I don't know what to do. How do I fix it? I figure you've been around for a while, and I didn't want to ask Tory, but you're here now. How do I fix it?
You kind of don't. You can either just let them die, or make them a vampire, or kindred. Sorry, Tomato's motto. Those are the two choices, right?
And Tory, go check on the mortal.
Yes. Give me an intelligence and medicine, please.
But really, it's a good thing Tori's here. Maybe Tory can save them. I might have been around for a long time. However, my training 101 was shit. I really have just now been starting to actually get the 101 because Tory and Shiloh are very particular about things.
8, and one of the red ones has the fangs.
Good lord. Okay. So this
Critical,
particular
by the way.
Okay. This particular person is suffering from acute blood loss and is most likely going to die if they don't get an immediate transfusion. However, you don't know their blood type.
Right. Is
You
he
also don't have any blood.
Is he so far gone that ghouling him would turn into an embrace?
Yes.
Okay.
And you said it was messy critical, right?
Yeah. So
And
the crit wasn't messy, but there was a messy. Or no, I had 2 crits on the black and then the messy. So good night for me.
yeah. Lord, those dice just either love you or hate you.
I know.
So you get a bit angry once you figure out what exactly is going on. I'm not going to give you the full messy critical compulsion. However, you are a bit short-tempered at this point. It was an accident. I swear. I didn't mean it. What do I do?
What does he mean to you? Do you know him?
Not really.
Then why do you care?
Because I haven't done this before, okay? It's never gotten this far. I just knew not to, fully, but I got too hungry and then I waited too long, and I don't usually wait this long, but Cyril has had me doing things. Things that I don't even know what the hell I was doing, to be honest with you. It's just I did them because he said to. One night he had me, for about 2 weeks there. He had me just sitting outside of a freaking warehouse. Said, don't let anybody through the door beside me. So that's exactly what I did. He didn't feed me the entire time, didn't let me leave. Let me just kind of sit there, and it's the first day that I'm back here and this happened. So, can we fix it, or do I have to make a decision?
Suggest it.
So, what are my options?
I know someone we can bring the body to.
I'm right here, but
Or that.
He kind of looks and he's like,
Look, sit down. It happens. We are not human. That ended when you died.
yeah.
Doesn't always feel like it. But yeah.
Your morals will change. They need to, if you want to have any hope of
They do. They
not
have to.
hating yourself.
I have always, whenever this has happened to me, I have just let them die. Luckily, whenever I chose someone, it was normally like a homeless person. So, unfortunately, they weren't very missed. I know it's awful, but
Okay,
I don't like wasting things, though. But do you want to feel what it feels like to not feel hungry for the first time?
I am actually going to roll his humanity and figure out what he wants to do. So yeah, over half humanity is just going to let him die. Under half humanity, you're going to get a new buddy. Possibly. And he's just like, you said something about not permanently dying. It's not the best option, but at least he'd still technically be alive.
Do you want me to embrace him for you?
No, I'll do it. I made the mistake. I should be the one that does it. And he kind of walks over and takes a small pocket knife out and he's like, how much do I give him?
The same as when you pull it for an ability.
Okay,
the same
I can do
effort.
That. Okay, I can do that. And he walks over, he slices his hand over and kind of squeezes. Vitae drips down, goes into this person's mouth, and it's like, how long until we know if it worked?
Shouldn't be too long, usually.
And please don't be like our sires. Mine and yours, Spanky.
He
Let's actually
doesn't
teach
know
him
enough
something.
to even begin teaching. Have you ever... Do you know what a blood bond is?
No. Well, yes. Cyril kind of did it to me.
He did. I didn't think he did. Recent development?
When I first started doing this crap. It was present. I didn't realize what it was until really recently. Started asking questions, and oddly forthcoming for some reason.
When did the answers start?
A couple days ago, actually.
We had a talk.
Oh. Is that why he stormed out of the warehouse?
Probably.
Oh. Yeah, after he came back, he started answering questions. Not
Yeah,
necessarily
right.
sure I like him.
Slightly reminded him of his responsibilities.
Yeah. Assuming it works, would it be irresponsible of me to kind of hand this one over to all of you? Let you teach the ropes. I'll take care of like the us stuff. Us being Smitsi.
Have you finally been taught about that?
Real basic stuff about what I can do and what the hell is wrong with me. At least colloquially speaking.
Wrong in what way?
The whole like feeling like I should make a horde of some sort.
There's a reason they're called dragons.
Yeah. And why and how Cyril can like randomly look different. And why that
shaping.
one time when he was that one time he messed up that thin blood that crossed him. Didn't understand how that worked.
Which
Did
then
flesh
blood?
shaping just it's one that Nyx got rid of. It was causing problems for everybody.
I'm sorry to cut you off. What were you saying?
Did the flesh shaping, flesh warping, whatever it's called, on the other person?
Yes.
Yeah. Cyril got real mad and that happened. And I was like, that's freaking terrifying. I don't want to know how that works. And about that time, the person on the couch starts, again, convulsing a little bit. Rolls over on the floor. Kind of looks a bit like they are having a seizure.
If Spanx seems to be going towards the guy, Tory will hold him back.
Spanx looks terrified right now. About 30 seconds, the guy stops. Kind of rolls over on his face and kind of lays there. And then the person on the floor kind of like has a very noticeable jolt. Kind of like jumps up and is like, what happened?
What's your name?
Who are you?
My name is
Why am I
That's not
hungry?
the question.
How starving are you?
I could go for a burger.
Burger's not going to do anything for you.
Kind of looks at you. Yeah,
It won't.
Sure. How about a steak then? I mean,
Tory will turn to Spanx. How attached to you do you want him?
it's like I think it would be smart to not, for their sake and for, yeah. Cyril finds out I'm screwed.
Yes.
How about this? You take care of him, and I give you information as I can. Is that a good trade-off? I know apparently there's this whole like understanding now that like he can kind of do what he wants to a certain degree.
Yeah, I might need you to pass a message along anyway.
Okay. At
Turn
this
back
point,
to the guy. Food isn't going to sit in your system anymore. You died.
no, I didn't. Obviously not.
Oh, sweetheart.
She'll extend her fangs and lift her mouth. You have these now.
That's good makeup. By the way, my name's Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, like I said, that's good makeup. I don't. And you said feel him?
Feel in your mouth.
And he kind of sticks his finger in his mouth. He's like, "What? What the?"
Sit down.
And he kind of just stands there for a minute, and he's like,
Listen to the lady.
He acts like he doesn't like hear anything, and he's like, And then he goes like take off the fangs and like tugs on him. He's like, nope, they're real.
Beth is gonna go to push him down onto the couch, like hand on shoulder, push him down.
Make a strength and athletics.
Two successes.
You go to push him down, and he just like he doesn't move.
Sweetie,
like,
sit down. You want to sit down for this?
I need to call my girlfriend.
No, you do not.
No, you don't.
He reaches in pocket and pulls his phone out.
Grab the phone.
Yeah, smack the phone.
strength and athletics, please. Whoever wants to try to grab for it first. Or if
See
all
who
of you
does
want to try.
It's not Beth. I only got one success.
Jesus. 1, 2, 3. 3 and a bestial.
Wait, another.
It's like every other roll right now.
3 successes, 2 failures.
Okay. So Steven snatches out his hand as quick as can be, and Tory at this point you're like, sit down, and your mouth kind of grows out a little bit, and he just kind of looks at you and he's like, okay, and just kind of sits down and is like, what the hell happened?
You can do this, Tory. Please don't make me do it. It'll be a mess. I know you're angry right now. Just deep breath and talk to him.
Spanx actually steps up and says, I messed up. And I felt like this is the best course of action. You don't have a girlfriend anymore. Understand? You're going to write a letter to her saying that, sorry, but life got too much, and you're going to move to Alaska. I don't know.
You could just write a suicide note.
Yeah. They would be looking for a body, but I can't make people look like things. Can you? I don't think so. I don't think.
No.
Gangrel.
It is not an ability I possess.
Okay. I'm not calling it Cyril. I don't care. You can't make me.
I don't want you to.
So, yeah, do that. What she said. Trust me. She's usually a whole lot nicer than this, actually. She just...
It's been a night.
It has been a night. It's a rough night. You caught us on a bad night.
How does the guy look like he's gonna go crazy from hunger right now?
Give me a wits and insight.
Holy crap. 1 success, 1 bestial.
Okay. No, he doesn't. Amp looks a little bit, or not Amp. Spanx looks a little bit peckish. But not this guy. Not Pete.
Write your note. And then we'll have a fun talk about what you need to know.
Okay. I'll do that. And it's like, I need a pen and a piece of paper.
Turn to Spanx.
Thanks. Come on.
Yeah, he goes to a desk and he grabs both. In the desk, Tory can see a book that might look a little bit familiar to her, given something that she has. Yeah.
He will just pointedly look at it and then give Spanx a look.
Is that what?
Really?
Yeah, some Ravnos guy gave one to me.
When?
A while back.
Lovely.
7-8 years ago. Said he's from Detroit. Anyway, I mean, it's all bullshit anyway, I think. It's not even complete. It's just like a sample. Anyway, and he lays a piece of pen and pad of paper down. It's like, make it believable. The guy sits there and he writes out the note, and it's believable enough that it's plausible. Says something about going to Savannah and going to steal a boat. Going out in the middle of the ocean, just staying there. That's what the note says. And she's like, she knows that I like water, so that's believable enough.
Where do you live? Where did you live?
A couple rows over. And 382C. Yeah, I was in 382C.
Let's go take a walk.
Okay. And he kind of walks over, puts it in the mailbox. Does that work?
If she's gonna check it. Or are you sending it to her?
No, she'll check it.
Okay. Does she live with you?
Yeah, she's a nurse. Overnight shift.
Is she there now?
Yeah, she's on shift.
Is she at your home now?
No. She's at the hospital.
You need to get some things and make it look like you're leaving.
Yeah, and he unlocks the door, goes inside, grabs just a bunch of clothes.
Beth will wait just inside the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can Steven and or Beth go with them?
Yeah. Not like a suspicious amount of clothes. For somebody that just wrote that kind of note. Then he grabs a set of keys. And he's like, I guess I should probably, go get rid of my car, too, yeah?
We may have something for that. We'll hold on to your car for just a minute.
Okay. And he comes walking out, and he's got stuff. Not a whole bunch of stuff, but he's got stuff. He's like, so, where do I go from here?
Well, that is a great question. Let's go back to Spanky Boy's house, and Tori will finish her talk with you, and then we'll figure out where you can sleep.
Yeah. So, back to Spanx. Tory.
While they're gone, she will go to Spanx, or, turn to Spanx. I warned you that it was not great to be in contact with Cyril. But you never got hold of me, so now I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I know I might not have the most patience, but I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'll take your advice with a little bit less salt this time. And if I need help, I'll get a hold of all of you rather than just the one I thought would be less freaked out about this.
I've been around a long time. There's probably not much I haven't seen that you could surprise me with.
How about, and he takes that same pen and pad a piece of paper. He's like, how about I do this? And he writes down an address and hands it to you. And it's like, for your knowledge, take a guess. Yeah.
The warehouse or where he stays?
They're one and the same right now. I don't know if he's figured something else out, but that's the warehouse at this point.
What do you know of his operations?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
It's a storage facility.
Okay. Things are gonna go a little crazy in the next couple of nights, I think.
Yeah, if they get any crazier, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Does Cyril know you have a way to contact me?
No, he does not.
So a message from you would look bad. From me, through you.
Okay. What's the message?
I would like to have another chat with him. Mostly about if he knows who is on their way here. And their reasonings.
Okay. I can definitely do that for you. Might be a couple days before I can get an answer back.
Don't really have a couple days, that's the thing.
So it needs to happen tonight.
Not necessarily tonight, but we've got like 2 days.
Okay. I'll let you know tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, if you should probably get him settled. I apologize again. I owe you more than I could probably ever repay you at this point.
I don't typically keep track of favors, however. Information would be helpful. The Book of Nod, really?
Oh, is that what that is?
Do you not know?
No,
Of course
it's
you
something
don't.
about some dude. Yeah, I mean, I know the whole like story of Cain and Abel, and that's what that was. So, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like a bunch of bullcrap.
What parts do you have?
Like I said, just apparently just the Book of Cain, whatever that is.
Interesting.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a PDF out there that you can download the rest. I don't know.
That's not great. We're trying to keep that stuff offline.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't take the government seriously.
Apparently. Great. That'll never come down then.
So have Beth and Peter been walking?
Is there anything
Yeah.
else you need at Spanx?
No, it's just that. Thank you, oddly, for the help.
You're welcome.
Beth and Peter get back.
So while they're walking back to Spank's place, Beth's gonna be like, "So, Peter, what do you do? Like, what was your job here? You know."
I was a college student.
Okay. You didn't have a job? Hobbies?
I mean, I had a job, but I worked at a supermarket. I was supposed to be I was supposed to be on the football team next year. I was redshirted this year.
Oh. Sorry about that. Old pigskin, huh?
Yeah. I guess I'm not going to be doing that anymore.
I mean, maybe there's some other kindred that like to play. You guys could play in the middle of the night. I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt it. And about that time, you guys get back. They come walking in the door. Kind of turns, or Peter kind of turns to Tory and is like, "All right, so I guess I go with you."
Yes. To the bar, Beth, if you don't mind.
Hi, Captain.
What?
Spanky boy. Nice seeing you as always. Call us with fun times next.
Yeah, next time I'll set up the projector and we can play video games or something.
That
Does
sounds better.
Spanx looks any different? Has he had flesh shaping used on him?
No.
Okay.
So you all leave. Is the plan to kind of just get him settled, explain exactly what's going on, and then kind of fade out?
Yeah, so Tory would have kept an extra bed in above the bar, so he could have a place to stay at least for tonight for the day sleep.
Okay. Then you kind of go over everything, get him settled-ish.
Yes, ish.
Okay. Is the plan to come back tomorrow and get him the rest of the way?
Yeah. Before you
Do we want to leave him alone? Or have him stay with somebody?
I'll stay here tonight.
Okay. That's probably a good idea.
Will you go get Blitz?
Yeah, sure, I'll get him for you.
Thank you.
No biggie.
Okay. You sit down, you kind of explain and go over everything. We will hand wave over that.
Yes.
Beth goes, gets splits, comes back. Everybody kind of parts ways for the evening.
Tori's surgery is still there. Can she pull a bag of blood from Blitz and give it to Peter?
He just kind of looks at it and is like, I'm supposed to drink
Yep.
this.
I can give you a cup if that makes you feel better. It doesn't taste great. Animal blood doesn't taste great, but it's what I have.
She kind of looks at it for a good long while. And it's like, give me something that I can't see into, please.
Tori will go and see what few cups she has available.
Mostly clear glass, which is fun.
Yep.
However, she does have like a stack of solo cups
Okay.
that she used to use to like scoop out like bits and pieces of like chicken livers.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say just duct tape the glass.
So you fill it up, and he kind of like stares at him, but this doesn't help at all.
This is what I have.
And
Just
he kind of stares
close
at
your
him, like,
eyes.
yeah, he closes his eyes, plugs his nose, and he starts drinking. He's like, gets done. He's like, that is. I guess you kind of got to get used to it.
Yep. I just don't trust you to feed off the dog directly.
Yeah. You weren't joking about it. Doesn't taste good.
No, I was not.
And we'll kind of fade out as Tory explains. And we'll kind of shift our focus. Comes out, you see the overview of Atlanta. And then you start to focus in the northeast. Goes a little bit past. Then go over to Savannah. You are looking at a rather expansive old mansion. Outside, there's a myriad of bodyguards. There are 3 vehicles outside, 2 unmarked black SUVs with very tinted windows. And then there is a old Rolls Royce. And when I say old, probably legitimately old, like mid 80s, possibly older than that. Again, very tinted windows, painted stark white, it's immaculately clean. The door on the Rolls Royce opens up, and a rather short gentleman steps out, and he's got a very prim and proper haircut. He's very clean shaven, very well tailored suit. He walks up to the door and knocks on it. It opens up. He's like, Evgeny. Person that opened the door kind of nods and steps to the side and ushers him in. Goes through a set of double doors in the back to a very well furnished home office. Very skinny, tall gentleman sits behind there. He's got glasses. He's just reading a book. He turns and he's like, "Oh, you're the Giovanni representative. It's nice to meet you. Well, obviously, Evgeny, I'm the Harpy. We leave tomorrow, yeah?" And the man that's been identified as the Giovanni. That sounds good. What you got to eat around here? And it kind of fades out. And with that, we will end our session for the evening. I hope that everyone stays safe. And try not to mess up as bad as Spanx did, please.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
We appreciate you all for joining us in our Vampire Chronicle. With our aftergame care concluded, us here at Total Party Krit thank you for all of your views, likes, and follows. If you have any questions for our resident vampires or storyteller, please drop them in a comment below or in any of our social media. Links to those and our Discord will be down below. The world is a crazy place, so stay safe, and we hope to see you again.